Alright guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at part number 51, and this will be from our advanced flat parts. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos, and we also have daily updates. Otherwise, back into the program here. Now in today's video we're going to be looking at once again two rectangle cutouts, or should I say two rectangle combo. So it's going to be pretty much the shape we just looked at, but this time we're going to be rounding the rectangle and doing a rectangle cutout. So if I go here to flat parts, we go to our P51, and we can see this little preview looks quite complex compared to the previous one, but in many ways it is exactly the same thing, but with two key differences, which will be we can set rounding for the corners, as you can see that. So if we can look, we've got still the classic A and B, which will set the width and height. Then what we can do is for the actual inside cutout, where with a circle we just had a D for diameter, now we're going to be having a D and a C, because obviously we can set the width and the height because it's also a rectangle. Then we've got the VY and VX, which will be the location of the rectangle cutout from the center of the cutout. So keep that in mind. And then we have R1 and R2, which will be setting the rounding for the outside corners and the rounding for the inside corners, or the inside shapes corners. So yeah, let's jump into it and set a few settings. And here's some, I think let's make it a square for the outside, and then I want to do something different, a rectangle for the inside. So let's go 200 by 200. So we have that, and then I'm going to set the rectangle insides along just while we're on the topic. So we will be looking for D and C, or C and D. Here we go. I'm going to make this one 100. So this will be the width, so C, and then make this one about 50 for the height. Then next thing what I want to do is I want to quickly set the rounding for the corners. So I'm going to go opposite to what they did. I'm going to make the outside rounding a little bit larger than the inside. So let's make this about 50, and let's set the inside rounding R2 about 20. And then the last thing left is for us to set the X and Y for this inside shape. So let's start with the X, so VX. Let's just look at what we have. So we've got a width, which is C, of 100, and our outside width is 200. So let's make this one centered. I'm gonna go the X, so we want to make this 100, and then I want to lift this shape a little bit higher than normal, so that'll be our Y. Now keeping in mind that this is to the center of the shape, so our D over here is 50, so we've got 25 play on top. So if I had to now go, we've got a 200. So let's set this one maybe to about let me see, if I go 115, we might have a nice space on top, but not too much. There we go. It's maybe a bit rounded for my liking, because it takes away the idea of the rectangles, but it gives you a kind of a modern icon feel if you had to look at it. So I'm going to say manual context 1, add this, and then we add this shape to our actual cutting plane. So yeah, that is it on part number 51. If we head here to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your search on the top right. If you do not, however, find the training videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request the training video, fit it in the MIDI form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.